season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will kick it away first. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll try the outside to the left. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle. And
it's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Fields. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting the play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots of man coverage down the field.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Quarterback may change this route. The give. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moore to the air. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I know in punt returns we always want to give the return guy all the credit, but how about the other 10 players going out and executing their blocks, getting a hat on a hat, and giving this return guy open field to work with? Just a great job.
The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the 1. Powers forward. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive line. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers? A lot of times they're come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point puts them up 7-2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the ground with the back. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Flying out to the left. The 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys! When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Gresham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He might want another play. They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes and but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right now.
They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Give to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Moore will throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll go jumbo package. 3 tight ends set on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! He hung in there as long as he could, and it paid off.
What toughness. The QB just hanging there, knowing you're going to get hit, but still throwing a strike down the field. Offensive linemen are going to love that guy.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over San Jose State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's 4. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Buying some time as he moves left. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ford. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. But if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got it behind the line. It's Hammond. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Cowboys will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the option. Now the toss. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think
Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
the offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
Love the job by the defense there. They weren't fooled. Second and short. They thought pass was a possibility. They got to the QB. Let's see if they can do it again here on third.
The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Benson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off-play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Makes the grab. It's Freeman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And listen, I think the offense did a really good job isolating that running back on the linebacker, running the angle route, had him open. Running back's there. You got to make that play, man. Had a chance.
There he goes. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
He's trying to get it in, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. They'll run the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Here's some pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
He'll try to do it himself. Quick step and go. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the...
Turning it on! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative, but again, this opens up the pass, this keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Jukes his way for more. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Moore to the air. Completes it in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Buying some time. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When it gets in long yardage situations defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Maurice. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 21 over San Jose State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how...
He'll off one deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a jump! Get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find it in the passing game.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That's caught, it's blocked. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
16.
And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
16.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And is slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 28 over San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On the ground, it's Brock. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. He knew he was going to have to pay the price, and he did, but the reward is the first down.
Yeah, he hung in there just long enough, Reese. I think he did a really good job hanging in there, finds the running back. And listen, when you choose to blitz, now you got to tackle my guy in space. Running back does a great job getting the first down.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davis. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Floating away. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.